Man, you know I like to dig in the comments and find these gems of questions. The gold mines in the comments. If you want to do something dope for your audience, read the comments, snatch the questions, make the video. Today I got one coming in from Christian Infantry. Says, hey, I have a quick question. Well, they didn't say, hey, have a quick question. What are your thoughts on live versus recorded videos? Does YouTube treat them differently in the algorithm in SEO? I've decided to do everything live and just not sure if I'm shooting myself in the foot on ignoring recorded. Thanks for the feedback and keep them coming. You know I'm going to keep them coming. Let's dive into this question. I really, really love this, especially because I did it. I went basically live only for about 2 years, and to be dead solid honest with you, it kind of stagnated my growth. But for me, I don't really care about how fast I grow. I've always wanted to just make sure that I was serving you guys, like answering a question like this. So the reality is, yes, YouTube does treat them differently. And I do want to tell you something that is so hard to get around for all of us creators. The algorithm ain't your friend. The algorithm's not out to get you, but the algorithm is out to serve the viewers the best possible videos that they can view. And it's designed to serve the ad buyers the best content for them to buy an ad on. So, for instance, I live here in Honolulu, Hawaii, and when ads first came out, YouTube used to constantly send me commercials for Aulani, which is a resort here. I go to Aulani all the time, and it's down the street. So, like, they didn't need to show me that ad. Because back then, there was no true algorithm, if you will. They were just throwing ads at wherever there was a space in the video. Now, you tend to get things that might make you click. Now, it makes mistakes, but it's really about, again, serving the viewer, making sure that if I'm watching your videos, I'm seeing the content that will either help me or entertain me. If I'm a person buying an ad, like if I wanted to sell some or buy some ads for Duck Pops, it would make sure it would show those ads to podcasters and content creators who would own like a Rode mic, a SM7B, or a Pod mic. So yes, the algorithm does treat it differently. I will tell you to focus more on your audience instead of the algorithm, because the algorithm is human beings. Really, at the end of the day, the people who are watching your videos are what's most important. Now, does live really help SEO? Abso-freaking-lutely, 118.5%. Why? Because YouTube automatically transcribes every word that you say. If you turn on closed caption right now, you'll see the words down here. Now, I add my own transcriptions, and it's not a lot of work. I use either Auphonic or Mac Whisper to transcribe it, and I just replace the automatically generated YouTube ones with ones that I've generated. Is it any better? I don't really know, but in my head, as you can see, it's a large head. I believe that YouTube figures if you took the time to add your own, it must be better than what they auto-generated. Your mileage may vary. I'd say test it out. Anyway, so if you're on a specific subject, right? So let's say you're talking about, Christianity, probably from reading that, and you have a particular slant is not angle, the particular angle that you speak about. If someone were to go and Google that and you're putting out a video every day and a live video once a week, you're going to be top of the SEO when it comes to that, because you're constantly adding new valuable content to the search pool, right? So I think that everybody should be doing lives, even if you only do them once a week or even once a month, maybe. It's still important because conversation tends to be how people search. And when you do a video, you're conversating. So you'll notice now, if you go to do a search on just about anything on YouTube, if it's a rather popular subject, some of the first results will either be AI or they will be video. Now, GEO is the new thing, and that's generated sort of SEO, and that comes from things like your transcript, articles that you write on a blog. So that's why your first couple of results are now becoming AI, because they're more timely than clicking a link And oh my God, this has happened so many times. You go to YouTube, you search for something, you click an article, and it pulls up an article from like 2013, which is basically useless. But now that doesn't really happen anymore. And that's because your Google and YouTube are pulling the most accurate, most up-to-date content that they can from blogs and videos. So yes, the real answer is both. And I would say if you do lives, you can do something that's really unique. I'm going to show you something. Let me take a pause for the cause and set the browser up real quick. This is my buddy Brandon Washington. He has a podcast called Uncensored. Censor meaning camera censor. Basically what they do is every Friday morning, they rock a live stream. And as you can see, most of these are 2.5 hours, and it's all about cameras and filmmaking, so forth, so on, etc. But what Brandon does in order to make sure that the channel grows is if you come over here to the video side, they'll pull clips, 10, 15, 20, 8-minute clips that are segments of that podcast. These are the recorded videos. He rarely has a fully recorded video here. Most of these are being pulled from a podcast, or if he travels to an event, he'll do an interview or something at that event as a way of sort of, getting himself set up. So that is a way that you can absolutely do both live video and recorded videos the same way. Now, I still highly suggest the organic nature of pulling a question like I did and answering it, or having, sort of general, just plain conversations with people. These videos are doing much better now than heavily overproduced videos because people are looking for connection and people are looking for somebody that seems relatable. So do yourself a favor. Don't be afraid to crack on a couple of relatables, and they don't have to be overly produced. As a matter of fact, this will be one of those videos where I barely touch it in the edit. I basically slap on a like and subscribe button and an end card and the music at the end and let it rock, because my main thing was answering your question. So again, I just like to reiterate, yes, I do believe that they're both important, but if it was up to me, I'm probably gonna do a 50-50 split. Maybe that's a good way to describe it. So let me make sure that I covered everything in your question real quick. Thank you to Christian Infantry for dropping in an amazing question. And you know the drill. If you have a question, comment, feedback, suggestion, just want to say it with your chest, drop that down in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get to you as soon as possible. And I really appreciate when questions come through, because all I really want to do here is make sure that you have the best time making video, because if it ain't fun, then you'll quit. And we don't want you to quit. We want you to keep going. It gets the people going. Now, right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video they think you should watch, and I agree with them.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet.